Hi guys, it's me again, Bridget Mashile. I run a company called RokaRoko, a fashion design company based in South Africa. So today, I think let us talk about we had ideas and then we had fabric. Okay, fabric is like, sure, that's a big subject. Let's today talk about when you buy a pattern or you are making a pattern, right? You are going to find so many pieces in the packet, right? And even if you look at a pattern book and they show you a picture of a pattern for one garment, you have like 6 pieces and they will all confuse you. The ones I'm going to show you now are the most important and most easiest, right? If you're making a top, for example, or a shirt or a jacket, no, not a jacket, let's consider it a top or a simple dress, right? So you'll have a pattern for the top of the dress only. That's what we're working on today, okay? The pattern should look something like this. The simplest pattern should look something like this, okay? On this pattern, it's because we take a body, right? The body has a front and a back. Then we divide these two into twos of each. So you're going to have 2 pieces coming from here, 2 pieces coming from here. This is just like a standardization, if that's the correct word, to make pattern work easier for you and when you're cutting. So if you look at these two, this is the back. I'm going to say this is the back, this is your front. If you look carefully, you will see that this is half of the back, half of the front. So then obviously this line here is going to be the center of your front. This line here is going to be the center of your back. CB, Never forget these 2 things. Very important acronyms. CB, CF. Center back and center front. Immediately then they tell you, you know that then the pattern is that way. You know that this has to be at the bottom, that has to be the top. Immediately you know that then if this is the CF, this side has to be where the side seam is. If that's a CB, this side has to be where the side seam is. And what do side seam do? They marry each other. Side seams are stitched together. And that already has solved one problem for you. You need to think further than that, right? Then when you're looking at it, you know that this is the bottom here. The pattern should say something about waist here. It should say something about waistline, unless it's like to the floor, but then it will say hem or something like that. So now, the next thing that you're going to look for, right, are things called notches. Notches are for the person who's stitching. They are to tell the person that this part goes into this part. Notches will be placed, let's say, on the back at 5 centimeters. It has to be placed exactly at the same spot on the front. So 5 centimeters high, you put a notch. This is like a secret language that you have with your seamstress, so they don't get it wrong, right? Because most people who make patterns don't cut, most people who cut don't stitch, most people who stitch don't finish. Every step has its own person to do that. So this is like a secret code to say, hey, this thing should go into here, right? We stitch it there. Even on the shoulder, if you really, really like want to not have any errors, you'll put another one on the shoulder. You'll count whatever, 2 centimeters. But now you can't put one notch because you have one notch here. If I put one notch, the person stitching could make the error of thinking this notch goes to that notch, which makes no sense, yes, but the person stitching doesn't know your idea. They have not really seen your finishing idea. Your dream is not there with them. It's in your head. So you need to communicate very clearly. So normally, if we do it like this, you put 2 of them here so that when they look at it, the 2 can't go to the 1. The 2 belongs to the 2 and the 1 belongs to the 1. Okay, that's it for today, guys. See you next time.